This conference will now be recorded.
So any doubts in yesterday's class? I hope most of them were not able to follow the pivot table, right? So just raise your hands who and all have not understood that. You wanted me to do it once again. Only two people has raised their hands, Srishti and Adrita. Apart from it, everybody has are able to follow it, because I can understand. I think I was a bit faster in that. Okay, you people can lower your hands. We will start up with the same thing. So everybody open up with your pivot table.
Now for all the files, the password is MCC123, right?
Yes, yes, ma. Yes, ma. So today also I have shared one file, sales dashboard. So once after this, we will start doing it. Everybody has opened the file.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now here we have a table which is having almost 200 rows of content in it. Okay. So usually when I'm talking about a normal table in a real time, it will be having too many columns and with thousands and lakhs of rows. Okay. So when we are having so big data and all, so if I wanted out of that 30, 40 columns, I wanted few only, like 5 to 10 columns only I require. There will be certain things where I need to reorder, like the columns I wanted to place it on my rows, and rows I wanted to place it on the columns, like rearranging the table and all. So when I'm talking about a normal table, the values are at a fixed point. Okay, where when I have to tell that I wanted to see the uh, create the table related to product, amount and date, or I wanted to see which product on which date to which country we have sold, or I wanted to see the product and the amount. So like that, when I'm talking about very selective columns and all, it is very difficult. Each and every time I cannot do the cut, copy, paste and all. So in Excel, I have one flexibility in order to create the table. Okay, like whatever the existing table is there, based on it, I can flexibly move and rearrange or reorder that table. Okay, so for that, we have the option. In insert tab, we have pivot table. Okay, sometimes it will be only table. When you click on that, under that you will be having pivot table. So it can also be called as pivot table or pivot table, same only. First I need to make the selection. For that I will click somewhere on my table and select it. Control A. By pressing Control A, my entire table is going to get selected. Girls, I wanted you people to first follow it, then I'll give you some time in order to try it. Okay. So first you listen, understand. Don't do it simultaneously. You won't be able to follow it up. Okay. So in order to select the table, click somewhere on the table, press Ctrl A, your entire table will get selected. Then go to Insert tab. Under Insert tab, I have something called as Pivot Table. I'll click on this Pivot Table. So I need to choose from Table Range. So when I click on this Table Range, you can see a small dialog box will appear where select a table range. So it is showing from A1 to F214. It is using absolute reference. So by default, Excel will be using references in many of the cases. Okay. So when I am talking about a particular range, absolute reference will be included. So you can see the moving lines. So here it is showing this is your range that is starting from A1 to F214. Now where I wanted to insert a pivot table. Either I wanted to insert a pivot table in a new worksheet or in an existing worksheet. So I would like to keep it in an existing worksheet. Automatically it is Excel is asking me to choose the location. So I'll click somewhere here. So you see I1 is appearing, that is I1 cell. Click on, you can see an empty pivot table field will appear along with the fields dialog box also. So what is this fields dialog box means? The list of headings, whatever it is there in your normal table, it will be listed out here. So here you can see ordered ID, product, category, amount, date, country, and you have other things also. And then you have four different fields where you can see you have filters, you have columns, you have rows, and you have values. So any numerical value, like for example, you have amount. So this particular numerical value uh, column has to be put in value field, where should I put it over there means any necessary changes that I wanted to make it on the numericals, then in the value field only I have that option to make further changes in it. So no other columns I have it. Just if I wanted to see the list of things in the columns or in the rows, I can drag and drop it. So now I wanted to create it on product. So product, I'll just click. Without releasing my click, I will drop it to rows. So here it is duplicate values also there. So Excel will remove the duplicates, only unique values come and get placed over here. Now I wanted to check the amount. So I'll put the amount in the value field. Okay. Or if I wanted to see the country, so I wanted it on the columns. So I'll put it in columns. So you can see here, so Apple in Australia, Canada, France, and other different countries, how much it has been sold. So like this I can put. Or if I wanted to put first country and beneath it I wanted to put the products. So like this I can put. So here you can see Australia, below that I have the list of items that they have sold. Or if I wanted country to appear in the filters, I'll move country to filters. Now you see here country is appearing as filter. Now I wanted to see any particular selective countries sales. I'll select Australia. I'll click on OK. Only Australia sales I can see. Now if I wanted to see Germany's, I'll click on OK. Only Germany's I can see. If I wanted to check for multiple items, I'll select multiple. I'll tell Germany and Australia. Germany and Australia together how much it is. So like this I can put. So it is not that you have to put only with the product. So if I wanted to see along with the country, so what are the countries that are there? I'll clear the selection. I'll select everything over here. So countries are there. If I wanted to put the date here, so Australia on which and all month they have made the sales, Canada which and all month they have made the sales. So like this also you can arrange. So furthermore I wanted to see Australia January month how much sales they have done. When I click on this, see it is showing January month only on 11th it has made the sale. I'll just close this. Here I'll come to September. September you can see Australia has made the sales on 5th, 25th and 27th. So like this if I wanted to check with the things, so I can do it. Like this also I can rearrange. If I don't want the date, just select and drop it back. So select and drop it back, it will be removed. Like this I can set the fields. So now if I wanted to change the things, value field settings I wanted to do, so I'll take my cursor here, click on it, value field settings. So now as I take here I wanted to change the heading. sum of amount, I wanted to make it as total amount or total sales amount, whatever I want. So I wanted to see the sum. So by default, Excel is going to perform on sum. Now, if I wanted to see the count, so I'll select count, I'll click on OK. So Australia has made 27 sales, Canada has made 20 sales, France has made 28 sales. Like this, I can make the count. So if I click on this value field settings, if you wanted to check the average, if you wanted to check the max, minimum, product, and there are different types of functions what you can perform over here. So by default it is sum, we will take sum only. Now I wanted to give the currency symbol for this values. So I'll go to number format. When I click on number format, it will open up with number dialog box where I'll go for currency. Whichever type of currency I want, I can select it from here. If I wanted to go for Indian currency, I'll click on this drop down. I'll select Indian currency and click on OK. OK, you will get it along with the Indian currency. Okay, so like that, whatever the changes you wanted to make, you can do it. Or sometimes if you wanted to do the calculation based on percentage, so I can do it. So here show values as, so has a percentage of grand total, column total, row total, parent column total, parent total, difference from, like this, whatever the thing you wanted to perform with, you can do this. Okay, so it is all on your requirement, how you wanted to reorder the things, what are the components you wanted to appear over there, which one you wanted to put it on the column side, which one you wanted to put it on the row side. So choice is completely yours. Okay, so before we get into pivot chart, I wanted you people to try with this. I hope everybody understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you people can try only with this pivot table. Then I will show you how to apply the charts. If anybody is having the doubt, please do tell. Girls done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I wanted to insert a chart for this. Okay, so as you can see, as I have inserted a pivot table, I'll get pivot table design. Okay, analyze. So here in this, I have pivot chart. So pivot chart means based on the things, whatever you have selected. So choice is yours, whatever you wanted, either on the product you wanted. So whatever you want, you can put it. So I have chosen the country and the amount, sales amount. So if your cursor is somewhere else, you cannot see the pivot table analyze tab over there. Once you click somewhere on your table, you can see pivot table analyze tool will appear. So once I click here, you can see pivot chart. I'll click on pivot chart and Excel will give the recommendation of using whichever chart type you wanted. So choice is entirely yours. Whichever you wanted to choose, you can choose it. So I will choose the pie chart. I'll click on OK. So pie chart will appear. Okay, so now based on this, I wanted to apply the slicers. When I'll be applying the slicer means, so when I wanted to drill down, like I wanted to extract one particular country's information and see, then I'll be going to pivot table analyze, and here I have insert slicer. So I'll click on slicer. So which and all things you wanted to apply with, you wanted to apply with product, amount and country. Choice is yours. I'll choose product, amount and country. I'll click on OK. So I'll get this. First I'll insert the country, then I'll put the product next to it, and then I'll keep the amount. So once this has been put, I'll just click on Australia. So Australia, you can see what are the products that have been sold, what is the amount, and here it will show total sales of Australia, what has happened. If I wanted Canada, if I wanted France, if I wanted Germany, like if I wanted multiple selections, so I wanted, so I'll just remove it, multiple selections if I want. I'll click here, and here I wanted Australia, Canada to be seen. So Australia and Canada, how much it has sold. So what is the total sales? Like this, you can insert the slices. The same thing, you can insert the chart and the table. So here, when you look at a normal table, it is very difficult to find any value you are looking in for. But when you insert a pivot table using Excel, so you can drill down to any one particular countries or any one particular products details, where you can apply the chart, you can insert the slices. So these are multiple things what you can do. So chart, yesterday as I have taught you with different things, what and all you can perform with the charts. If you wanted, you can apply this too. So understood with this, how to insert a chart and how to insert the slicer. And if I wanted to insert the timeline, so I will come to pivot table analyze, and when there is a date option, so like date column is there, so that time I can click on insert timeline, and I'll select date, click on OK. So timeline also can be inserted, like if I wanted to check the duration from August to October, so which and all countries have made the sales, so what are the things they have sold. If I wanted to see only August, which countries have sold the items, and what are the things they have sold it. So like this, I can check with any particular things. Like this, you can do it. So you wanted to do it on months, quarters, years, days, you can choose it from here also. So like this, based on one pivot table, you can insert a pivot chart, you can insert a slicer, you can insert the timeline also. Understood? If anybody did not understood anything, you want me to explain it once again, please do tell. Or if it is clear, you people can try. I'll give you 10 minutes of time to try with pivot chart, slicer and timeline. If anyone has some doubt related to chart, slicer, timeline, anything, you can ask. I'll clarify you. If it is clear, I wanted you people to try this out so that we can move to the next concept. Assignment ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I hope everybody are able to do it. Anybody is having any doubt? So the ones who have completed, please download the sales dashboard file. Any doubts in this, girls? If anybody did not understand or you want me to explain anything in this, shall we move to the next concept then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the password for this file is MCC123. Okay, so the data whatever I have given, so based on the sales report. Okay, so based on the sales report, I wanted to create the dashboard. So at the end stage, I'll be able to do the sales dashboard. So once when I click on any region, you can see the changes will be applied to all the different types of charts, whatever it is there. Okay, so how we are going to create this dashboard? So in Power BI, you have different types of visualization available, but in Excel, using the simple tools in Excel, how we can create the data visualization, that is creating the dashboard, how we are going to do it, we will see. Okay, so it is completely based on just now what we have learned. Here we are going to apply the pivot table based on which the required pivot chart we are going to apply, and then we are going to create the uh, we are going to use the pivot slices, and then we are going to create the dashboard. So for that, you have to first come to data tab, click somewhere on the table, and then click on Control A. So your entire data will be selected. So I wanted to copy it to new file and then try it out. I don't want to disturb anything in this. So I'll select this. I'll go to file. I'll click on new and I will paste it over there. Control C. First click somewhere on the table. Control A. Control C to copy. Go to a new file. Control V, paste it. Okay, and I'm going to rename this sheet as data. So how I did it means, I just came here, double click on the sheet and enter the name data. This is data sheet. Okay, so now first I wanted you people to follow one by one. I'm going to create the charts, then we are going to do create the dashboard. Okay, first you follow the method whatever I'm doing it, and for each and every charts I will give you the time to do it. Okay, so first click somewhere on the table, press Ctrl A in order to select, go to insert tab, pivot table from table range. So here first thing that I wanted is, so that is total sales by year. So here you can see I wanted to create the total sales by year means month, and the revenue I have to select. So I'll select the data, go to insert tab, pivot table from table range. So it will automatically show the range, that is from A1 to G 10,000. So here I have almost 10,000 rows. Okay. And now whatever the chart or the things I'm going to create, I'm going to create in new sheets. So the range, and here by default Excel would choose the new sheet, let it be there only, and click on OK. So as I click on it, you can see a new sheet will appear. I'll just click on the sheet without releasing the click. I'll just place it next to the data. Okay, this side. And I will rename it as total sales by year. And I'll come here and click on pivot table. So once this is done, you can see as previously as we saw, the list of headings will be listed out. Now here I wanted is date. So both the things I have to put it on the column. So date, I'll put it in the rows, sorry, and revenue, I'll put it in the values. So as I put, you can see it is showing only the year. I don't want the years. I'll just come here, remove the years. Then it is showing quarters. I don't want quarters. I'll click here and remove the quarters. Then months along with date it is showing. I don't want date also. I wanted only month. I'll click. Without releasing the click, I'll drop the date. So now you can see that date row and the revenue has come. Okay. So now I wanted to apply the chart. So you want me to show it once again means I'll show you. I'll delete this. So select the data, go to insert, pivot table from range, new worksheet. Okay. So here I will just click and bring it to Next to data, rename it total sales by year, and click somewhere on the table, select the date, drop it on the rows, and then I wanted the revenue, select revenue and drop it on the values. I don't want years, remove years. Quarters, I don't want, remove quarters. I don't want date, remove the date. So I have got this. Now once this is done, I wanted to insert the chart. I have closed the field list. So now under pivot table analyze, I have chart. So whichever chart type you want, you can take it. But here I'm going to take line chart. I'll select line chart and click on OK. So once I select this, you can see a line chart will appear. Now I need to make some changes over here. First thing is I need the heading, that is chart title, to be total sales by year. So select it, right click and edit text. Then change it to total sales by year. Then I wanted to remove sum of revenue. Click on it, right click and select hide all field buttons on chart. It is hide all field buttons on chart. It will be hidden. I wanted to remove the title, select it and remove the title. Now I wanted the values to appear. I wanted the values to be shown. I'll just click here. I'll go to design. So under design, I have add chart elements and I wanted add data labels. So I wanted above. So the values are pasted, but it is overruled. I wanted it individually to be shown. So what I will do is I'll click somewhere on this values. So everything gets selected. Right click from here, go to format data labels. Select format data labels, move down, it's already above. I wanted to make some changes on the number. I'll click on number, again I'll scroll down and under category I'll change it to custom. So custom, now you can see the values are appearing in thousands. So I can easily see what it is. Okay. So like this, I need to create that chart. So I wanted you people to do with this. Hope you people are able to do it, girls. Okay, shall we move to the next chart? Okay, we'll move to the next chart. First chart is done. So next chart is region wise sales. Okay, so here I'm going to region wise sales I have to put, where I have to select the region and the revenue. So here we are going to take the bar chart. So I'll come to data once again. So my selected data is already there. I'll go to insert pivot table from table range, and I wanted this one also to be in the new worksheet. I'll select this new worksheet, click on OK. So new worksheet will appear. I'll click without releasing the click. I will drag it next to total sales by year. I'm going to rename this as region wise sales. So region wise sales. So I'll click somewhere here. I'll select region from the list, drop it on the rows. Then I wanted the revenue. I'll drop it here. This is done. So I'll close this. I will go to pivot chart. So I'll take bar chart, click on OK. So bar chart will get inserted. So I need to make the necessary changes as we did previously. Right click, go to edit text, and this one is region wise sales. Then remove sum of revenue, select it, right click, hide all field buttons on the chart, and remove this total. Select and click on delete. Okay. So in this much only, I don't want any other changes to appear. So region wise sales is done. So I'll give you the time to do this. So this is very simple and easy. I think 2-3 minutes will be enough for you people. So let's go to the next one. So that is customer wise sales. So I have to place my customers and my revenue. So I'll come to data tab, go to insert tab, pivot table from table range. Okay. So this is customer wise table. So I'll rename it as customer wise sales. I'll click here. Let's drag and drop the customers on the row and revenue here. So customers and the revenue is already placed. I'll click on pivot chart. So the same thing I'll take clustered column chart I'll take. Okay. So the column chart is clustered column chart is inserted. So I'll right click edit text and this is customer wise sales. So remove sum of revenue, select it, right click, hide field buttons, remove the total. So this is done. So here also, if it is required, you can make the necessary changes. I'm going to keep it simple. So I wanted you people to try this. So I'll go for the next one. Top 5 sales rep. So sales rep and the revenue I have to take. So I'll go to data tab. I'll go to insert pivot table from table range, new worksheet. So here I'll just drag it and drop it in the last. So it is top 5 sales rep. So I'll click here, sales rep. I'll drag it and drop it on rows, and then I'll choose the revenue. I'll drag it and drop it on the values. So now I wanted top 5 sales rep. So I'll click on this drop down. I'll go to value filters, top 10. I'll show you once again. Go to the filters, go to value filters, top 10, and reduce it to 5 and click on OK. So top 5 sales rep. So I'll click on pivot chart. So I'll select this bar chart only. So I'll rename it, right click and go to edit text. top 5 sales rep. I'll remove this sum of revenue, hide all field buttons, remove the total. So that's it. So the same way I wanted to create top 5 customers. So here you can see top 5 customers. So I'll go to data tab. I'll go to insert pivot table from table range, new worksheet. Okay. So I will drag this sheet to the last and place it here. Top 5 customers. Top 5 customers I'll give. So I will drag and drop the customers on the row and revenue. The same way, I'll close this. I'll come to this drop down. I'll go to value filters, top 10 and reduce it to top 5 and click on OK. So 5 customers have come. Pivot chart. So whichever you wanted to enter. So I'll take pie. So I'll take 3D pie. I'll click on OK. So 3D pie will appear. So I'll go to design. I'll choose this. So I wanted along with the data label. I'll go to data label. So data callouts, I'll give this. If you don't want data callouts, if you wanted something else, so I'll give this. Okay. So top 5 customers have been done. I'll make the changes. Right click, edit text. So it is top 5 customers. I'll remove this hide field buttons. So it is done. So I wanted you people to try with this too. So now lastly we have to do the dashboard. I have created all the 5 different types of charts that are required. So based on sales by year, region wise sales, customer wise sales, top 5 sales rep, top 5 customers I have done. Okay, I will open a new worksheet now. I'll click on this plus. Now my new worksheet is opened. Now I will rename it to dashboard. So I'll select. So what I have done is I have clicked on this particular thing. Here you can see the green color in order to select the entire sheet. I'll go to review tab, sorry, view tab, and I will remove the grid lines. Under view tab, remove the grid lines. Your grid lines are removed. I'll come to home and I will give some page color. So like this. So you too can give the color. Now one by one, pick the charts and place it here. So select it, Control C, come to dashboard, click somewhere, Control V. So choice is yours, how you wanted to place it, where you wanted to place it, design how you wanted. All those things are completely your choice. Then second chart I'll take region wise sales. Select, Control C, come to dashboard and place it somewhere. So I'll just reduce the size. Then region wise, customer wise, Control C. I'll come to dashboard. So I have inserted the customer wise, top 5 sales rep, Control C, go to dashboard, Control V, paste it, reduce the size, top 5 customers, Control C, go to dashboard and place it. So like this, we have inserted all the 5 charts. Okay. So now I wanted to insert the slices. So slices on what basis means on region, sales rep and customer I'm going to select. So I'll click here, go to pivot table, analyze, insert slicer. So I wanted it on region, customer and sales rep. I'll select this three, region, customer and sales rep. I'll click on OK. So my things have come, slices. I'll just place them. So then sales rep, I'll just reduce the size. And then I'll place this customers. So I'll place the customers here. So I have placed all the things. Now I wanted to change the colors of my slices. Select the slicer. So slicer tab will appear. I'll click on slicer. So I'll click on this drop down. I'll choose some bright colors. Select the second one. I wanted to put the green color. And the third one, I'll select the blue color. So I have put it. Now I'll just reduce the size of your screen so that you should be able to view all the charts. I hope everybody are able to see all the charts and things. So now I have to click on the connections. So when I click somewhere here, you can see the changes are getting applied only on the first chart, but no other charts are getting any changes. So for that, what I will do is I need to create the connection between the slices and the charts. How am I going to create it, miss? I need to select the first slicer, and here you have the report connections. Or if you right click on the slicer also, you have report connection. So both are doing one are the same only. You can choose from anywhere. Either from the tab, from the ribbon, you can choose report connection, or right click on the slicer and choose report connection. I'll click from here. So here you can see report connections. So I need to give the connection to all the charts. I need to select everything over here and click on OK. Now I'll come to the second one. I'll go to report connections, and I need to select that this particular slicer should have an connection with all the charts whatever it is inserted. I'll select, go to report connections. I'll select the slicers, all the charts. Okay. So now when I come and click somewhere on the region, now you can see it is applying the changes on all the charts like this. So if I click somewhere on the sales rep also, if I wanted to choose it from the customer, so like this also I can do. If I wanted multiple selections, I'll just select it, go to multiple selection. So like this, I can create the report connections. So where the changes will be applied to all the charts. Understood? I hope you people were able to follow it. Anybody did not understood? So please raise the hand if anybody is having any doubts. So
Ma'am,
hopefully
how do we
everybody have
add the color to the background of the page?
background of for this one slices
No, ma'am, like the page, the worksheet.
for the page. So I'll just come here. So this is an empty sheet. You have to click here. So my cursor you can see between A and 1. There is a cursor. Select it. Your entire sheet will get selected. Go to view tab. Remove the grid lines. So the grid lines will be removed. Now come to home tab, and here you have the option like under font group. I have this fill color. I'll click on this and choose which color you wanted. So you can select the color will get filled. Anyone else? I hope everybody were able to follow it. So tomorrow we'll be starting up with different concept. So tomorrow morning something I'll share the notes so you people can download and we can proceed with the practicals. Okay. So now I hope everybody has understood, but first you people try, and tomorrow if you are having any doubts you can get it clarified. So we'll wind up the session, girls.